So now I've recorded several files and I've saved them to the Smart Media Disk. But notice if you look in Bank 200 here, it says not found. There's no sounds in there. That just means that I need to load those sounds from the disk that I saved them to. So what I need to do is go to Disk, and when I get there, hit the load button. I've done this before. And I find the one that's assigned to me. Once I do this, hold it down to go faster. Hit OK. Again, we've done this before. I put it into the bank. I'm going to put fill. It's just going to fill the whole bank. It's not going to put after anything. I'm not going to append it. So it loads my file. Now when I go back to program, it shows all the different files I've made. Each time it puts a new one on consecutively after the previous one. So from 200 to 201, 202, so on and so forth. And then it puts a name that I've given to it. Here's the first sample, Tim. Here's the next one. Hit the down arrow and go to it.
Yeah.
If I go to the next one, something else.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And then, finally, snapping click sound. I've made several files here because what I want to do is I want to now play them back in Digital Performer. So now I'm in Digital Performer with my file opened up. It comes with this default tracks here. So this conductor, and underneath it there I have track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to the side of it, I have this here. Output. It's coming from it's going to go to the K2661, the Kurzweil, and it says dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Each of these is going to a different channel in the Kurzweil. That's important. When I'm actually selecting my sounds on the Kurzweil, I need to make sure they're on different channels. If I don't have it on different channels, as we learned in 160, it's going to all play back the same sound, but on different tracks. I go over to the default patch and select the patch I want. Here it's 201 for this first one. Okay, so I go over to the Kurzweil and I put it on 201 and I make sure the channel up there is 1. And it is. Channel 1. Okay, that's good. The next one I go on to, though, the channel has to be 2. So I go back to the Kurzweil again. I'm sorry, I go back to the Digital Performer again. I click on Bank, and look, I see 001 concert piano. I decided to put a piano along with the files. I have to make sure that that piano file is on channel 2 up here. So if I put 001 concert piano, it says channel 1. Uh-oh, I don't want that. I want channel 2. So I hit this channel button, up, and now I'm on channel 2. 001. I make sure that each of the channels I want on the Kurzweil corresponds to the ones here in Digital Performer. That way, when I'm starting to record things, they all play back the sounds I expect. So that's sounds of the first track. But down here, I'm expecting a different sound file. Me singing. There's a piano. So it's not playing back singing in both tracks. That's good. That means I have successfully given them different channels that they're assigned to. Then over here further, click on it and play. Another vocal sound, I think. But not the yeah one from before, some other sound I recorded. And finally, myself clicking. So I recorded all these different sounds, and they can be played back at the same time because each track has a different MIDI channel assigned to it, channels 1 through 6. And on the Kurzweil, I also have them assigned to the correct channels, 1 through, well, I've only used 4 of them, but 1 through 4 for the different sounds that I've recorded. If I go here, and I want to play one of these files back, I have to make sure that the channel matches the one I expect on Digital Performer. Notice it says file 200, or it says 200 in Tim Sample. If you don't come in here and reset the master, then it may have someone else's samples there. So when you load your sounds from your disk, it might put them with different numbers. It might put them later. If someone already had 4 sounds, then the first Tim sample there would start at 204. Down here somewhere. That's no good. That means that when it tries to play them back here in Digital Performer, it's going to be playing 204 instead. I'm sorry, it's going to be playing 201 when it's expecting 204. You need to erase the stuff from memory first during that master reset. And then when you load those files, load them from the beginning. You can load it with fill, or you can overwrite or something too. But you need to know that your samples are loaded into the same numeric position each time. Because if you don't, Digital Performer will play back some other audio that you're not expecting. And you're like, what? I didn't expect flute. It's playing back some flute sound and you expect it to be some vocal sound. So make sure that you load your files properly into the same exact slots on the keyboard. And then make sure here in Digital Performer that you have a separate channel given to each track.